Welcome everybody, welcome to something new, something that a lot of people have wanted to see, and something that I've myself wanted to make. This is a new series that I'll be starting, in which I build YouTubers' cars. But as you can probably see or hear, I'm not too sure, I'm with a different microphone. Guess what happened while recording this video? My microphone died. So I've got this old one. I don't know how it sounds, I don't know if it's better or worse than the old one, but hopefully it will be good for you guys. I'm very sorry about that. But today we'll be building Adam LZ's 240SX, and I think I did quite well in this video. This is obviously a voice recording once everything is already done, but I will try and make the commentary be good, and I will be I hope for some feedback at the end of the video about the new series and how it's going. So without further ado, let's go out and buy the S13 actually, the 240SX. I'm not too sure how I want to make this video because should I be acting like I'm doing it right now or not? Also, I'm looking at the audio levels and they're not the best. I'm sorry about that, but oh yeah, right, the game just fucks me over here. It's really a nice meme. So I'm showing off the absolutely stock 240SX. There's this is unreally stock. You probably won't ever find something like this if you truly want a nice 240SX plus, I don't know. So this is the base car, and there's gonna be a lot of work to be done on it to get it to Adam LZ's car. So the body kit part is not as accurate as I like it to be, because he changed his body parts, his body kit, quite recently, maybe a few months now, but I don't have that particular one in this game. This is, by the way, SLRR by JP, which has one of the best 240 mods. No, actually the best 240 mod available in SLRR. But he used to use the BN body kit, and that's what I have here, and that's what I'm going to install all around the car. I am using a D-Max, I think, a D-Max hood, and he also has little vents on his fenders. So as you can see, no, that's the wrong one. I've got the D-Max on it, and we also have a full BN kit all around, except the rear. I changed that later because I don't think it is a BN bumper. As you can see, I'm going to be putting pictures on here. I still haven't I still have not edited that, but it's a pretty accurate body kit, and it does yeah, like right here I'm showing it's not, the rear end is not exactly accurate, and I do indeed change that later. The exterior is done. Adam LZ has Ganna doors, as you can see on the picture, for his mirrors, and I think these are pretty accurate. Also, you can see that the hood is also pretty accurate for the car. Now, the 240 has a bash bar, but the game does not allow me to install those bash bars, so I'm going to use a tube front end, which actually looks pretty accurate, I'm not gonna lie, and looks pretty good. Also changed to Sleepy Eyes. He's recently gone to Sleepy Eyes, I think, or something along those lines, or he just switches them on. I don't know how exactly 240SX lights work, but the car is looking pretty good. Still has not changed the rear bumper. Oh right, he has kooky rear lights, tail lights, not rear lights, and that's pretty accurate. Now the biggest problem is the wing. I don't have a Adam LZ's giant wing. Now his wing is I'm looking here, this is a Type X wing, but I actually installed the more accurate R32 wing, which looks almost exactly like his. There is a little lip on it and everything. It's just that this one is small and his one is giant, and yeah. Also, right, Adam LZ has a tiny spoiler on the top of the on the window, and yeah, I'm trying different ones out. I accidentally removed the roof and the interior, but that's fixable. No, that's not the, and this one I think is the right. Yeah, this is as close as we can get, and I think it's pretty close to the real deal. So the rear bumper conundrum, as you can see here, it's not exactly accurate. It's a bit wider down there, so I'm changing the BM bumper to a origin bumper, which I think fits the car a bit better. It's just not as aggressive on the sides, so it should be better. Tell me, what do you guys think? Which bumper is better? So when it comes to the suspension, the 240 Adams 240 has BC coilovers all around, but I don't have BC, so I installed the Tane Driftmasters. I don't know what kind of discs he has, but he has a Z32 conversion calipers. I'm guessing discs probably, but I don't have those. And I was going to install R34, but they didn't install it. I just realized I forgot to install calipers. Whatever, I don't know, I guess. So yeah. So here comes the other problematic part of the build. It's the wheels. I don't have Hosmer wheels, especially. I actually have one pair, one set of wheels, but they don't. They are like a very strange model, and they're nothing like Adams models. But here I am trying a few different models, and these ones I will end up using these because they have the deep dish. They have the accurate dish, and they are 7-spoke. And while like these were the other ones, because these were white. The other ones are not white, which is a problem. But these ones are 6-spoke, and they're just not exactly right. They're not as smooth as the other ones. Tell me what you guys think. I end up using the other ones, but you know, these were also an option because these have a fatter spoke. Less spokes, but they're you know, more thick. I actually installed the wrong front wheel. I'm like, what is this? A problem here. This is not right. But I end up using these wheels. Sadly, they are not paintable, but at least they're chrome, not chrome. And it's just very. I think it fits the bill good enough, and actually quite well. These are 18 inches. I'm not too sure what kind of number, what kind of size wheel. So when it comes to the interior, the rear is completely stripped and is painted in a nice color, and the front has all of its panels, most of its panels, and it's a very nice look. I really like it. A few problems. The game does not have a roll cage for the 240, which is ridiculous, and I don't have a place to put the boost gauge and the AFR gauge, which sits in the middle front vents, and the game just it's not an option in the mod. So that's why I install these things. They're not really accurate. I don't really enjoy them too much. But we get the Hydro E, we got the aftermarket shifter, but it's not really accurate, so you know, fuck. And I actually have the very accurate head unit and you know, console thing. The seats, I've got a choice between this one, which does not have the little black parts, but is an actual bucket seat proper, and this one that has the black parts, but it's not a bucket seat. It's just a Evo seat. So I just go with the bucket seats, and they actually look very nice and very realistic, might I say. I install a Nardi. He has his own brand. I forgot what it's called. It's not its own version of a wheel, the LZ wheel, but a Nardi is close enough to the real deal, and I think it should be good. And there is, you know, in the back you can actually see the struts, which is a problem, but that's it's not fixable. So the engine in SR20, I tried to find a head gasket, not a head gasket, a head cover that's paintable, but I didn't find one, you know, that there is not in the mod. His was a red top, I'm guessing by the red top at some point, but I used the black top, which to me, I don't even know. I don't know much about SRs, and I'm here trying a few different SR engine kits, but I go with the first one because it's the only turbo one, and I really wanted to you know, get to the point by not building the engine myself. because after all, this is not really about building the engine and building the car, unless you guys want it to be. Like, if you want there to be more a more emphasis on the engine and the suspension and whatnot of these cars, I will do that. But this is just a SR with a giant front mount like LZ's one. And sadly, also it's a top mount, like he just made his one a top mount, and this one is also a top mount, which is more accurate than a bottom mount. And basically the car is getting together really nice, really nice. I need to fix the exhaust though. One of the final touches is the exhaust, and his is a peculiar one. It's more of a just a pipe going out of the end, not like my the ones I usually put, but this one is a pretty accurate one, as you can see from the pictures. It's just a pipe going out of the exhaust. It's not too large, but it's not too small, and it's basically very, very nice. So now comes the fun part, getting the paint right. And I start off with a good paint, but it's just not exactly like this was his paint, but the paint before this one, it's the lighter cream. Now this one really is not accurate. It's just nowhere near, but it's a very hard color to find. And this one is very, very good, very close, but I'm pretty sure I find a better one. What is this, frozen? Is this, am I crazy? Is this shit frozen, dude? Is my thing oh dude, this is some next gen shit, dude. This is real life. What the fuck is happening? Did I really just sit there for 5 minutes? What? I don't understand, man. I don't even know what I did, but this is, yeah, this is the color I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna go with. I'm kidding, but look at this. I'm pretty sure this is the thing I go with, because it's very close. Or this one? Dude, I'm already confused. All of these look very much the same, but this one, yeah, there we go. This one is the nice one. Look at it. It's a very, very accurate color. Maybe a bit too dark. I'm not too sure. I still haven't. I'm gonna put in the pictures and let you guys decide, because this I think it looks good, but you know, you never know. You never know. Now that I'm looking at the colors, especially by that last picture, I definitely missed the mark there. Now it looks more like a taxi more than anything, but fuck, dude, like the color before this one, before I did this one, looked much more accurate to the current color. This one is much more saturated, but this is like the most important part of the car, because this is the Cream 240, and there I go, fucking it up. But now comes the fun part, the engine. Now that's a very, very, very hard color to make. It's supposed to be like brown, gold, orangey. It's especially hard to see it in different cameras. Like this camera catches like this way, this camera catches it that way, and I do take my time finding the accurate color of the engine and the interior. So this is the color I end up choosing, which as you can see, quite hard misses the mark I'm going for, but I can't believe I fucked up the most important part of the car, the colors. The interior is a very cool color. It's a very nice color, and in my head it was this color, and and I was looking at my phone and it was this color, but I guess it was not this color. And here I kind of paint the engine and whatnot in the cream, but it doesn't matter. At least it gets the finished product done. You know, the orange, you can see it. It was not orange, you know, it's not supposed to be orange, but it's orange here in my Taxi 240. But it's looking there, it's getting there. This car is very nice. When it's over, I press rewind. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robbers, and he's playing Batman. Freddy's gonna rob him. Yeah. I got the Glock in my Robin. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my Robin. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys ain't over. Fast money don't slow. No one can control. So so there it goes. This was the first episode of me building famous YouTubers' cars, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very happy if you guys can give me any feedback on what you want to see more in this series. Do you want to see more engine shit and more engine and suspension focus? Would you guys like to see more pictures, reference pictures, or less reference pictures? That's also important. And just general thoughts on the series, and if you want to see, if you at all want to see more of these. And I'm not too sure if I want to do that like I recorded it live, but I might enjoy making this as after the fact recording, like right now, like I'm recording a Call of Duty commentary in 2009. But guys, thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. And if you guys want, I don't know, maybe to tweet this video to AdamLZ, he might find it interesting, and I might get something out of it, and you guys might get something out of it, and we'll all be happy. I don't know, guys. I've never done this before. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.